Atlanta. Welcome back to the Tilted Kilt. Are you ready for another dose of Tilted Trivia? I'm Camille from the Mall of Georgia Pub.
And I'm Tiffany from the Mall of Georgia Pub. Here we go.
The city of Charlotte is known as the what city? A, queen, B, king, C, joker.
If you said joker, you're wrong. That might be a word to describe their football team over the past couple of years, but the answer is actually A, queen.
Pretty wimpy, huh? Let's hope they play like girls today against the Falcons. See you next week from the Tilted Kilt. We'll play another round of Tilted Trivia. Back to you, Ken.
Oh boy, that was Camille. Thank you, Camille. Chris is on the field for it. You just got back from Charlotte where you were visiting Cam Newton. This is going to be a homecoming for him of sorts, playing in the Georgia Dome, his hometown. I've got a feeling he's going to want to put on a good show, Chris.
Definitely. I know a lot of people are worried about how he would do and how he would come back to the Dome. I'm going to tell you right now, don't worry. They're worried about him at Auburn. He was just fine, won a national title. They're worried about him when he got into the NFL, said he'd get eaten alive. I don't think he's having a problem running the football or throwing the football. The team that needs to be worried are the Atlanta Falcons. Nothing about Cam Newton has ever been subtle. He burst into the NFL as the #1 draft pick. In college, he was a national champion, and in high school, his first varsity game was televised. Cam was just a freshman.
We had a game where my starting quarterback broke the tip of his finger, and lo and behold, we had to start Cam Newton. And he was phenomenal.
Just for me to have the opportunity to play on that, that team, starting that game, and it was one of the biggest games of the year. Unfortunately, we lost, but I learned so much from that game.
Cam wasn't just the best player on Westlake's team; he was their leader on the field and the ringleader off it.
Cam came to school with a bag full of balloons.
I wanted to have a water balloon fight.
Scared me half to death. We had to take that book bag from him because he was going to have a lot of fun that day.
I didn't get a chance to go fully execute my plan.
While at Auburn, Cam was unstoppable on the field. He led the team to a national title and won the Heisman Trophy. Off the field, he dealt with allegations of improper benefits.
He didn't flinch. He kept his concentration. He stayed focused on what he needed to do to be successful as an individual.
Taken #1 in the NFL draft, most would have thought the doubters would be silenced, but they were just getting started.
I'm not a Newton fan. I thought
not at all.
No, not at all. I didn't like him in college.
But a couple of 400-yard passing games was all it took to make believers out of everyone.
I would check my ego and give the kid a chance, because sometimes a new kid on the block is just what the neighborhood needs.
Distractions behind him, doubters silenced. This week, Cam will line up against the Falcons. His only issues are football related, his mind clearly focused on Atlanta.
Those linebackers, you see those guys on film flying around and making tackles, and it's just, for me as a fan, I just love watching those guys. And also, you have to be aware of where 55 is. Abraham, he's a wreck.
Always a good idea to keep an eye on number 55. I asked him after all that was over how he's going to get tickets for the family and the friends and all the people he hasn't seen in such a long time, and Cam had a very short, pointed answer for me. StubHub. So jump on it. Ken, back to you.
All right, Chris, thanks a lot. Let's go around the league now and check out the, how about the best matchup of the week? And that's got to be the big NFC South game. Tampa Bay hosting the Saints. Saints are 4-1. Bucks are 3-2. This is for the top spot.
Well, I tell you what, Drew Brees is strong. He knows how to throw the football. He's got a great tight end, and Jimmy Graham. I'm taking the Saints.
Oh, boy. All right, the Falcons are 2-3. Are you starting to feel stressed? Need to vent? Here's Tom the Bugman to rescue you with a soothing rant.
The thing about Cam Newton is that he's got the potential, but you got to understand he's still a rookie. He was the #1 pick, so he thought that he was this Superman.
Faster than a speeding bullet.
That's why when he get a big head, you don't start talking right.
People that have been available for me to talk to in the wee nights of the hour.
You're not thinking what you're saying. Steve Smith is a good wide receiver.
And it's caught!
But the way you take a wide receiver and you shut their mouth, you lay him out on the ground. You ring his bell. Why do professionals in this league all of a sudden in the second half just fall apart? If I'm a defensive coach, this is what I do. I take my hat off and I get in there and I get in their face. What the heck are y'all doing? If you want to lose the game, sit on the bench, and I'll go out there by myself and I'll try to stop them. I predict Atlanta 35, Carolina 10.
Sounds like a good number to us. Algie, what do you think?
I think they're going to have to play some 60 minutes of good football. That's what I think.
All right, thanks for joining us on the Tailgate Show. See you next week. Bring an appetite.